You just received your UNISA study guide as a first year student and you're wondering, what am I supposed to do next? Don't worry, I'm going to walk you through it. First things first, you need to log into my admin. That's where you're going to look for your assessment, and you're going to log into that also, and that's where you're going to find your timetable and your due date. Immediately when you see your days, you need to actually do a schedule so you know when to start your assignment, and make sure you submit days before in case you missed something or there was a mistake. You're gonna avoid late submissions. Sometimes the website glitches. So imagine your due date is today and you're submitting today and the website glitches. When you're writing your assignments, make sure you don't copy and paste. Again, do not copy and paste, especially from your textbook, your study guide. Do not copy and paste. Make sure that you use your own perspective. If you don't understand whatever is written, go to your AI or Google so they can actually simplify that thing for you so you can actually put it in your own words. That's simple, because if you use the same sentence, you're going to get into too much trouble. Before you submit your assignment, you also included your academic declaration form, which will help you not be plagiarized, because some students do use other people's scripts. So by attaching that, it's going to show that lecture that you wrote your own work. So it is important that you attach that to every assignment. But sometimes when you submit your assignment under my modules, they have a click button where you click that you wrote the assignment alone. You submit under my modules, and you're going to click your registered module that you want to submit, and then you will find where you're supposed to actually click and submit your file, and it's supposed to be a PDF file. You'll have to repeat that module again because there's not much to do. They're not gonna extend anything. Sometimes they only extend if there was a glitch in the system and if some registered students didn't get the time to submit. If you just registered and you haven't submitted your module and your date passed, they will extend. But if you missed nje and you've been registered and you haven't started, they're not gonna extend that for you. Important for you to actually download them and start your assignments very early. Do not wait for the delivery guy because they might take long. Important to check your additional resources. If you're an LLB student, there you'll find your cases, you will find your tutorial letters, you will find translation, but it's kind of rare for you to find your textbook. So the only place you can actually find your textbook is under your groups, like your Telegram and your WhatsApp groups, which you have to join ASAP. Under my modules, you also find announcements. It's important to check your announcements because lectures do communicate there. Sometimes their timetable changes. Sometimes they communicate about your exam and communicate about footnotes. Very, very important information you'll find under my modules. My exam timetable, that will be under your admin. As a first year student, it is really important for you to actually understand the UNISA website, so when it's time for you to submit your assignment, you don't get lost. When it's time for you to register, you don't get lost. And when it's time for you to write your exams, you don't get lost. So it is really important to understand your website because there's no one else gonna actually help you with that. For you to get your study guide to be delivered right at your door, you must make sure that you courier your study guide, because sometimes if you don't click courier, you will have to actually fetch your study guide at your near campus. So make sure that every time you register, you make sure that you click courier so they can actually deliver your study guide at your door. You will be exposed to so many scammers, people who will be willing to write your assignments for like 350, 500. Make sure you avoid that, because what if you fail and you didn't even write that assignment? Who are you gonna blame? There'll be prescribed textbooks that are gonna be needed for your assignment. I personally went to Telegram and downloaded a PDF of my textbook, which saved me a lot of money. If you don't want to spend money on your textbooks, you can download them PDF on your Telegram. Gonna go into your Telegram and click search at UNISA group spot, and I'm gonna put it right here. And then after that, you're gonna go inside that, and then you're gonna click start. After clicking start, you're going to type in your module, and then the bot will give you the link to the group that you are searching. You're gonna click the link, and then it's gonna take you straight to the group. Under that group, you're going to find your files. Under those files, you're going to find your textbooks. You're going to find your cases if you're doing LLB. You're going to find your past papers. 99% of the time, there's always a student facing the same problems as you are. So I would always go into the group and then search whatever problem that I'm facing, and you will find some tips on whatever you are facing. And you can also find a study partner. So yeah, don't miss out on these Telegram groups. They're very important. On Facebook, you just have to search like UNISA groups, UNISA students, UNISA law students. If you're doing teaching, UNISA teaching course, something like that. So if you're a first year student, I wish you the best. And if you have more questions, don't be shy to go under that comment section, under my comment section, and ask any question, and I'll be glad. I'll be there to answer any question you want. I wish you the best, and I hope if there's something that I didn't touch on, be free to ask. And yeah, I hope you're having a lovely day. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is Murunga Mabelo, and I hope you have a beautiful first year at UNISA.